There's supposed to be some weather today, I hear. Um, hey, where are y'all from today? All right, finally, all right. Good morning, morning. How y'all doing today? Just here having my coffee. So good. Cinnamon in your coffee. I think you do cinnamon. Let's go. All right. Man, I got this neighbor. Oh, he's killing me. I don't know what to do. I kind of know what to do. Oh, geez, I couldn't do that. I have to put a tree in the middle of my yard to block his floodlight. He has some floodlights over there, and I just really don't want to. I can't figure out how to, guess block away from it. I don't want. I need to put another tree. Put a tree that goes over there. Two trees I really need to get today, probably. Two for sure. Two. I'd like to get maybe a clean pump there. Two clean pumps. Man, they're fucking expensive right now too. With the king palm, that's $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, man. But I don't need a $4,000 king palm. I need blocks of light. So I don't know. Do you have any recommendations on how to get a neighbor to turn his lights off at night? Man, this thing just shines right into my house, into my kitchen, and man, I don't know what to do. So take a look. All right, so I'm over here. Okay, see if you can see it. You see that light? But Saturdays I let my kids sleep in. Everybody's always sleeping in. So, good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing today? I hope that y'all have a wonderful day today. Just getting things started. Mm, wonder how it can help you, right? So, I have a lot of experience, I guess, being a chiropractor. I've seen hundreds of thousands of patients over my career. I've served on those boards. I was elected to office. Whenever I was elected to office, yeah, I was a little bit of town, and it's small town politics stuff, right? But shit, in the hospital, I went in there and I went through the 63 departments to learn how each of them operated. I mean, I went to the kitchen, I went to the maintenance, I went to the cath labs. The best place that I probably found myself the most was in the administrative offices because that's where all the decisions were made. It all came to a head in the admin office with the CEO. And so the buck stops here is what it said on his desk, right? Dude, it was so fucking cool to go hang out with all those CEOs and watch them operate and run a taxing entity, a place like the hospital. I sat in all these surgeries and stuff, right? Like this thing called a TAVR where they put a wire in your heart and then they balloon it so that you can live a little bit longer, man. It is fucking crazy. Whenever they put that wire into your that wire, you think that that wire just goes straight to the location. Dude, they're nicking shit the whole way through, and there's little bleeds and stuff as you go through, and you can see it on this big fucking big screen in the room, in the operating room. They had like this ambient lighting with the color changing light so that it could soothe the patient while they performed the procedure. It was nuts. It was nuts. And then they would put this like dye in the injection in the neck, and it would like spray all over the brain, and you could see like all the vessels in the brain. It was nuts. It was nuts. And then, so I did all that stuff. That was really super cool. But then you gotta go deal with the bullshit of the general population. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, general population is pretty dumb. There are some people out there that just don't know. I mean, that are just unbelievable, unbelievably. But they're people. They're people. I get it. But man, there's some people that you just want to take care of, right? That don't have the mental capacity that need nurturing and looking after, and those people just aren't smart. Mrs. Johnson over there who just was never really smart. You're over there taking care of. That's one thing, and then you got really dense, ignorant people with a whole bunch of just operate on emotion. That's probably one of the biggest things that I learned working at the hospital was you got to learn how to manage your emotions, man. Manage those emotions because it'll get you in trouble. We're emotional beings. We're always like crying, happy, sad, angry, mad, scared. We're all emotions all day, every day. Dude, managing that shit, whoo, baby. Oh, it has been the biggest exercise of my life. Biggest exercise of my life. Managing my emotional state, keeping calm. Don't fucking just go pop off every time somebody says something wrong to you, or just let it pass and just give yourself a break. Make decisions. Don't make a knee-jerk reaction decisions. I don't make split decisions anymore. I don't. I wait. I wait. I wait a day. I wait a week. I wait a month. I wait a year. Fucking wait. Don't say. I don't say yes to everything. Not anymore. I used to. Hey, you want to go do this? You want to be the chairman of the board? You want to do this? Yes, 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 yes. Oh shit! And then all of a sudden, my whole life is just sucked up. Now, I'm very cautious with the things that I say yes to because it commits you. Yes means commitment. Yes is a commitment. Yes is a contract. Fuck that. Yes is a contract. So hold on with your yeses, man. So don't be so quick to say yes. Is what I'm saying. Evaluate your yeses. Okay. So what do y'all got going on today? Has anybody got? So it's kind of bullshit, right? Uh, we're gonna get up. We're gonna go. Probably do this thing called Round One. They got this place called Round One over there, the Woodlands. Not the Woodlands. Willowbrook, kind of ghetto over there, but whatever. Here in Houston, uh, I was interesting because I was watching this attorney. I do personal injury, car wrecks. I do rehab. I do MRIs. I do real estate on it. I do, I have pain management. I have the injections. I do the MRI, the weight bearing MRIs. I got, chiropractic clinic. I got my, real estate stuff going. I got renters that refer. It's a big ecosystem that we created, but it took a long time to do that. It took a long time to create the environment, to create the ecosystem, so that we can be that injury leader in the region. So, but in doing so, the way that I got there was probably by volunteering. I volunteered a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. My 30s were all volunteer work. Kid you not. I did chairman for the Hispanic Chamber. I was on the hospital board. I ran for office for that. And it was interesting because you have to put forth a lot of effort to run for office. It's a big emotional draw on you if you run for office. Like you try to find the purpose in it all, and then you got to spend money doing it, and then you get up there, and if you get elected, then you have this race, then you have a then you're up there, and then you got to lead and learn about that shit, and it's very rewarding, but dude, what a distraction! Oh my God, it sucked me away from my business. My business did better last year than it's ever done because I was more focused on it than I was on hospital public service work. I think the public service work was okay. Do it for the, but I don't know, man. It's so emotionally draining. Uh, I think that you should probably invest more so in your business, in your life, because all those people that you help don't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about you. You're off to the next, and then at the end on your deathbed, I mean, come on, who's it there? Who's there? Just you and the ones that you love, right? The ones that you love. So make sure that's buttoned up, button up your family, and you can do it through public service, and you're serving the public. People will get well as a side effect of you being a good business person. Okay, I'd like for you to repeat that. People will get well as a side effect of you being a good business person, and I think that translates through all business, right? People will enjoy a smoothie if you give them good smoothie service. But they're gonna get well. So be a good business person first, and then everybody else will get well as a side effect. You know, be a good business person first. First, there's no way you can serve people unless you can keep your doors open. So do that. Learn how to get paid. Learn how to make money. Oh, I see the sun. I see a little bit of a change in color. The hue of the sky isn't as black right now. It's the sun's coming up. The start of a new day. I think there's supposed to be some weather here in Houston today. I think later this afternoon there's some thunderstorms and some um, hail and all that. So who knows? Keep your cars in the garage. Don't go anywhere this afternoon. Should just be at home. Where are y'all coming from? Anybody want to type in where you're at right now watching from? Engage a little bit. I usually do a little bit of piano in the mornings. I would really enjoy playing the piano, but not today. Everybody's asleep. I wish I was that guy playing piano right now, generating revenue off of YouTube from playing the piano, but not yet. So I'm here for you today. Just checking out, see where you're coming from, where y'all at. Good morning. Anybody out there in internet land? You wanna give me a little idea about what you're doing today? You know, I think this thing gets saved too, right? The lives. So you can go back and watch it. So let me go ahead and give some knowledge. You know, I also have these questions about my children. Right? I've had questions about my children, about how I educate them and how I raise them. And this guy asked me the other day, "Don't you want your kids to have the same kind of struggles and difficulties that you've had growing up?" I said, "Hell no." My parents, God bless them. Thank God they're still alive. I love my folks. I live down the road. I could see them. Mom was over here, made me chicken tenders last night. They didn't know. They didn't know. Mom was a teacher. My dad worked in the oil field. My dad worked graveyard shifts. Slept in his truck so he could, check pressure of oil field wells. And I saw that. And those motherfuckers worked hard. My mom was there pushing education, trying to find ways to learn, creating new different, CDs and flip charts and all this stuff. And I never saw the needle move with finances. Never saw the fucking the needle move to where we were just, oh, we made it. And then Dad, went through layoffs. He went through the Chevron, the boom and bust of the oil fields, and man, that was tough to watch. And I said, I didn't want that. I didn't want that. I was like, man, I ain't doing that oil field work. I was like, man, I saw my dad covered in oil mud. The oil mud that's on your boots and stuff. It's not regular mud. It's mixed with oil and stuff. He'd come in all dirty all day from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And I remember he'd wake up at 5 and make bacon and eggs and eat and go. I hear those boots and those jeans, and he'd be off to the oil field. And then I said, man, I don't want to do that. Well, I want to be the guy in the poster with the yacht and the Ferraris and the ladies. That dude's not fucking going to work right now. That dude's not covered in oil. That dude's not covered in dirt. That dude is chilling with a cigar on a fucking yacht with the sunglasses, wearing a fucking linen suit. Dude, I want to be that guy. So guess what? I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to be that guy. Because this is my chance. I only got one chance at this thing. So I'm about halfway there. I'm 47 right now. I got a little bit of time, but a couple more decades, 3 decades to make it all happen. And I think I have the infrastructure to do it. So I'm getting closer and closer towards the water. Like to, bust out, retire on the beach somewhere, go down, and chill in the surf, do business on my laptop, close to the Caribbean. No, I don't know. I like the hustle and bustle of business. Hustle and bustle of business is cool. I like the fight. I really love the fight. whenever you get down with somebody that's at your level and you try to, you're going at it with contracts and attorneys and, who's got the bigger set of balls and then who's going to work with me the best, it's a very interesting dynamic business. Take care of yourself, man. Out there trying to depend on everybody else to feed you. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not the model that I like. Uh, yeah, I take referrals and things, but I like to generate my own business so that these guys don't have their thumb on you. It's tough. It's tough. What line of work you in? They'll do some bakery. Do you do? Yeah, personal injuries. That's what I do. Personal injuries. Car wrecks. You know, I deal with a lot of injury and family tragedies and stuff. And come in. Shit, I saw this girl one time. She was she came to the office. She had a rebar stick through her neck, came from the truck in front of her, and shot through the window and pinned her to the headrest. And she had this little buckle, and it pushed the carotid, pushed everything aside, and it just went straight through like that. Crazy. Young girl. Golly, man, that was crazy. Had so many things, you know, going through gross anatomy, doing the dissections, doing all that. That's pretty enlightening. For you who wonder about a higher being or whatever, so my thoughts on religion, I guess, whenever I dissected that first person, whenever that person was on the table and he's face down, he got his little flat butt because it's all been laying down, it's all dead, no blood flow. They said, cut him open. So, oh man, everybody was like, holy shit, you're gonna cut open a human? And I can't do it. Then that teacher says, well, then you fail. Oh, okay, I guess we're in. Oh, come on. And so we open this dude up, and then you put these little slits into the skin, and you pull back the skin like it's like leather. It's like leather. You put your hand in, and you make a little slit in there, a little hole, so that you can grab into the skin. And it's about that thick, about that thick. So you pick it in, it's just like leather, man. And you think it's gonna rip. It does not rip. It does not rip. You just pull it, right? And then so you pull the skin back, and you expose all the tissue, right? And it's pretty divine, man. Pretty divine. If you ever looking at it on TV or looking at it in books isn't the same. It just really isn't the same. I don't think I ate beef for about a year. That was pretty gross. That was pretty gross. But so we pull this thing back, and then you have all of this tissue laying on top of one another. If you don't come from a science background, cutting isn't very interesting to you. But uh-oh, something just happened here. Uh-oh, okay. Live chat. But yeah, man, it's something out of this world. It's a big old robot that I got control of today. You got control of that big old robot today too. You know that? You got this $1 billion machine that you're driving. All the money in the world couldn't get you another one of these. All the money in the world couldn't get you another one of these. So take care of yourself, improve your life, I guess, and go get it. What y'all got? I hope that y'all have some goals. Y'all doing any goal setting? Goal setting is essential in your day to day. So go over there and the way that you do a to-do list. Do a to-do list. I put down about 30 things a day on my to-do list. 30. And I get to about half of them. And then they roll over into tomorrow. And then, they'll get about half of those. Then they'll roll over into the next day. And by the end of the couple, 2 or 3 days, they're done. But you gotta put that to-do list. You gotta prioritize all the shit that you gotta do, man. And I do about 30. And it seems that about 30, you know, actions need to be done a day in order for myself. It's grown to about 30. It's kind of tapped out about 30, actually. over years, over the last several years. Uh, I go through, and I think it might be just because that's how many lines are on the page. Because I just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What do I got to do today? And I'll put pay taxes. I got to go, go to work. I got to go to the office. I got to go catch a flight. I got to book a flight. I got to. So if you do a to-do list with like 30 things on it to do, I mean, you'll start getting the shit done. You'll start moving the needle. You really will. You really will. How'd you do all that stuff? It's a fucking to-do list, man. Just do a fucking to-do list every day. Every day. And then you're like, hey, be a millionaire. Put that shit on there. Hey, go sell a fucking property. Put that shit on there. Go buy another property. Put that shit on there. Rent your properties. Go get a new job. Go take a degree. Put that shit on there. And it'll fucking happen. It'll happen. You manifest it. You have to go from here to the real world, which is on a piece of paper, whatever that is. And then how do you and then motivate yourself to get that piece of paper done? It's so fucking powerful. It's so powerful. They put your degree and your name and stuff on a piece of paper. Look, it's all written down. It doesn't happen unless it's put on a piece of paper. And I think that's one of the ways to unlock code to the universe is you have to put it down on a piece of paper and bring it out from the matrix into the real world and manifest it out like that. So do your to-do list today. That's how everything gets done, man. To-do lists, to-do lists. Oh, here come the planes. Yeah, there's this stuff, right? So I see like Grant, he'll spend his day on a whiteboard teaching the same math. I mean, very rudimentary math every day about cap rates and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, man, Rip, I don't know, man. I mean, I guess if you want to be a billionaire, like Grant Cardone, well, who wants to fucking do that? Come on, fucking hang out, bro. chill, chill with your wife, with your kid. Fucking explore the world. And I understand business is business, and you want to go global. But man, there's some times that just, I don't know. Your life doesn't need to be that fucking stressful. You know, for what? For what? For what, dude? You're gonna die just like you and me, and we're all gonna die. And I'm gonna have me some fucking great memories on my deathbed. Great, and I'm sure everybody teaching her. Hey, listen, I've seen Grant Cardone do some bullshit stuff before. Listen, Grant Cardone was, firing what's it called, paintballs at people, making people wash his car, and then firing like paintballs at him while they're washing his car, saying that that's the uh, I don't know, the path to greatness was to wash his cars, his Range Rovers, and he shoots you with fucking paintballs. And he had a TV show about that, right? That's pretty stupid, man. Why do you gotta do that to people? Why you gotta demean people? Why you gotta degrade people? That's not cool. And I've seen you gotta do that shit to, that's why his boy's not there no more, I don't think. I think maybe he went off and did his own thing, but yeah. It's pretty wild how um, that is. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. No way, man. I like Vegas. Tell you what, I like gambling. I like, uh, I have a drink every once in a while. Um, I like family. I like hanging out with my folks. I like cooking at the house. You know, I like doing stuff like that. I like the birds and the bees, please. Birds and the bees, man. That's what we're here for. We're all one. It's not all about the fucking money all the time. It's great. It allows you to do those things and learn how to do it. But shit, it ain't all. It ain't everything. It ain't everything. And if you think it is, then I don't know. Yeah, maybe you got. That's what you're doing in your life. And gotta have a goal or a purpose, I guess. Maybe there's whenever you're shooting for something, then that's what it is. But I don't know if that's all there is to it. So, what are your thoughts about what your goals in life should be? What should they be? Should you be chasing the cash every day, all day, every day, like right now, or you're gonna hang out with your folks, you're gonna hang out with your wife, you're gonna hang out with your kids, you're gonna barbecue, you're gonna fucking flip a burger, bro. You're gonna fucking throw a hot dog on the grill, some chips, and a fucking drink, and have the kids play in the pool. Yeah, that's right on, ain't it? Hell yeah. Social environments, getting your kids having fun. learning how to interact and engage with other people. I think that's really important. I had my son went and hung out with some guys, and they did this stuff that they got into a fight and stuff in the backyard. But it was all right. It was all right, man. It was all right. It was all good life experiences. Life experiences. So, all right, guys. Well, I just wanted to kind of jump on here for a little bit and do a little talking. So, y'all have a wonderful day today. All right, have a good one.